G'day everyone, Clok-Roo reporting. Happy 2018! Wow, 2017 was quite the year of gaming, huh? I don't think it's a far cry to call it one of the best years in the business in a long while. So many amazing and long-awaited games came out over the course of the year, and I don't think there was a moment of disappointment amongst all of that. Well, except in the usual Sonic flop. However, while everyone has been talking about the best games of 2017, I want to do something a little bit different and talk about my favorite games that I first played in 2017. The criteria is pretty straightforward. I'm only talking about the games that I first played in 2017. It doesn't have to have been a game released in 2017, but I had to have played it for the first time that year. Also, I'm changing how this countdown is constructed slightly. I'm doing this a bit like an advent calendar, except for New Year's. Over the course of the next 7 days, I will upload one part of the countdown individually until we reach the number 1 spot. And with that, let's get to the first entry. I've been after this title for some time now. This is the console port of Driver San Francisco, and it is, simply put, a fantastic driving game. I've played the Wii version of the game many times before in the past, and I won't shy away from it being my favorite game in the series. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I freaking love it! I wouldn't call it a superior game though. Driver San Francisco was a much needed return to form for the series by Reflections, and it shines as a truly remarkable game. I mean, for starters, it resumes the storyline of everybody's favorite driver, John Tanner, from where we left off in Driver 3. Don't ask me what that exactly is, I haven't played that game yet. But I got into the story all too easily, and it's definitely a highlight of this game for me. Following an incident within the opening minutes of gameplay, Tanner wakes up inside a coma wherein he discovers he has an ability to shift his consciousness from one driver on the road to another. And this makes up the grand portion of the game, as you may have guessed. It's a neat mechanic, and how it is woven into pretty much every other part of the game is just awesome! Each mission in the game is designated to a different vehicle on the road, and each one is different from each other in some way. Best of all, the characters are constantly changing from mission to mission and vehicle to vehicle, which basically means that the writers had a complete field day with Tanner's responses to every character he meets! The end result is that the writing in this game is, while not amazing, still really good and, on occasion, actually pretty funny. Though it's hard to put a finger on exactly how to describe it. I think listening for yourself might be better.
Hey, remember when I said how I'd always wanted to drive under a truck?
No.
That's okay, I don't either.
Almost popped out there.
I do not need that kind of distraction right now.
Dang it, Bubba. How'd we get to this?
Well, we're both backstabbing 2-bit wannabes without the sense God gave a chicken.
Oh man, Uncle Goto would love this.
Yeah, what's he up to these days?
He died 5 years ago, John.
Oh, yeah, right. Sure.
Thank God you're here! But the best interactions are between Tanner and Jones. I wouldn't say the chemistry here is the best in the series, that for me goes to the Wii game, but it is definitely well done and well written. And then we bring ourselves full circle to the gameplay. As I said before, the game's main feature is the shifting mechanic, and how it is used is just amazing. While it is often used to just get to your missions, it is used at other times within missions for a variety of reasons. Easily the best of this is the ability to possess a car, and then just slam into whatever you want without having to worry about wrecking. It never gets stale, but it wouldn't be a driver game without actual driver driving. The game controls and feels as you expect, responsive and intuitive. The controls are easy to grasp and comprehend, and they make the game feel so perfect and ideal. However, this is where my problems with the game start and why it can't be any higher. For starters, actual driver driving in this game is very limited. In fact, I don't think I ever needed to make use of all my driving skills versus every other game I've played in the series where I'm using them pretty much all the time. Secondly, I feel like the story progression was a little slow. The story missions themselves are fine, they're a lot of fun, but they're so spread out and separate, not to mention that none of the minor missions play any part to the overarching plot, and you can't replay any of them. Kind of a bummer really, but the big problem for me is that I barely remember what San Francisco actually looks like, which is weird, because I can remember just about every small detail and location in the Wii port of the game just fine. I think the shift mechanic is to blame for this. It almost completely rules out city exploration, and San Francisco is big, so having no real need to explore the city is a pretty big waste of potential. Still, it's always a fun city to drive around. Nevertheless, Driver San Francisco is a great game and definitely one fans of the franchise should try at some point.